Hello and welcome to the holiday episode 25 of Uncovering the Corners of the World podcast. I'm your host, Karina Kasmala, using research and my personal experiences where I actually set foot in some of these places. I'll be describing some of the unknown attractions in both the US and around the world. This week, we are exploring some holiday attractions in different states. A few weeks ago, before Christmas, was Hanukkah, and the world's largest menorah was lit in New York at the Grand Army Plaza in an attempt to break the Guinness Book of World Records. The menorah was lit on December 10th, 2020 in New York and was measured to be 36 feet tall. On the last two episodes of Uncovering the Corners of the World podcast, we visited attractions in Alaska. But there is a place in Alaska that I did not talk about on those two episodes, and that was the North Pole. There is a North Pole in Alaska, and it's a town that celebrates Christmas all year long, with themed streets such as Santa Claus Lane, Kris Kringle Drive, and Mistletoe Lane. Or you can stay a night at the Santa Land RV Park. One of the attractions in North Pole, Alaska, is Santa Claus's house, located at 101 St. Nicholas Drive. The Santa Claus house is white, decorated with red stripes, while outside of the house is a tall Santa Claus statue that welcomes visitors to the North Pole. The house is located close to Fairbanks, Alaska. It was built in 1952 by Con and Nellie Miller, and the house was meant to serve as a trading post or a store. It also operated as a mail center for almost 20 years, offering the chance for residents to pick up their mail. Over time, there were renovations to the Santa Claus home, along with adding a Santa Claus statue that is 42 feet tall and weighs 900 pounds. Today, the Santa Claus house sells ornaments and toys. Next to the Santa Claus house is the Antler Academy of Flying and Reindeer Games, where visitors will get to meet reindeers. Our next stop is to Frankenmuth, Michigan, where there is no such thing as too many Christmas decorations, at the world's largest Christmas store, located at 25 Christmas Lane, Frankenmuth, Michigan. The Bronner's Christmas Wonderland store has been open since 1945, and outside of the store is a Santa that stands at 17 feet tall and a snowman that's 15 feet tall. This store is the size of 5.5 football fields of space, or 320,000 square feet, and it's filled with more than 6,000 Christmas ornaments, 50,000 trims, 150 nutcrackers, along with trees and cards, everything that's related to Christmas. And it's all sectioned out in the entire store. What the store is known for is the handcrafted ornaments, where they're not just a circular ornament with a drawn image on it, but actually shaped into the mold of what it's supposed to be. Whether it's an animal, a food, a travel-themed or music-themed item, or anything you can think of. There's an ornament shaped like a fisherman sitting in a boat. There's a koala, a dance of Mustang horse, and these ornaments are made, some of them, in European countries like Germany, Hungary, and Poland, to name a few. 70 nations total are represented in this store. A fun game to play is Bronner's Do You See What I See? I Spy game that's on their website, where you have to navigate through sections of the store to find items. Bronner's Christmas Wonderland store is open year-round. Our last stop actually opened this past weekend in Dillon, Colorado, and it's the Ice Castles attraction. Visitors walk through tunnels decorated by lights, glide on the ice slides, and take pictures near the towers and thrones at the Ice Castles attraction. Ice artists use 25 million pounds of ice to sculpt all these pieces of the ice castle. The ice castles are about 1 acre and take about 2 months to make, with a team of 20 to 40 ice artisans. The ice that is used for the ice castles are grown every day, about 12,000 grown, and then formed and placed in water, creating unique, unrepeatable ice designs. The ice castles are an attraction that opens in Colorado, New Hampshire, Utah, and Wisconsin at different points in the winter season. Ice Castles started in 2011. It was created by Brent Christensen, who enjoyed sculpting ice sculptures for his kids. When he moved from California to Utah, he extended his ice sculptures to form an ice cave for his kids, while also attracting the neighboring kids to see the sculpture. The kids who visited his ice sculpture display named it Ice Castles. These ice castles can be located in Midway, Utah, North Woodstock, New Hampshire, and Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, and it's opening depending on the weather conditions. The date for the rest of these places is said to be late December or January 2021. For more information about the world's largest menorah in New York, check out the article World's Largest Menorah is Lit in Midtown on First Night of Hanukkah by Dean Moses at amny.com. If you want to check out more information about Santa Claus House in North Pole, Alaska, visit the official Santa Claus House website, along with the Explore Fairbanks website. For more information about Bronner's Christmas store and where to purchase ornaments if you're planning to buy them online, visit the official Bronner's website, along with the Pure Michigan website of 18 Things You Didn't Know About Bronner's, the world's largest Christmas store. If you plan on visiting the ice castles, whether it is in Colorado, New Hampshire, Utah, or Wisconsin, check out the website icecastles.com. Thank you for listening to this week's episode 25 of Uncovering the Corners of the World podcast. I also want to thank the listeners who tuned in each week to listen to an episode. I wish you all a happy holidays and a happy new year. I will be back with more unknown hidden attractions in both the US and around the world.